Hi guys, I hope you're doing great. I'm going to teach you today how to enter into trades, how to put in your trades and know also where market is going to. First and foremost, one thing I want us to focus on is trends. How does market trend, and also what must you look out for before you enter into a trade? Look at the trend. You can never buy when you know market is going down, and you can never sell when you know market is going up. So what do? I go to a monthly time frame. In a monthly time frame, it shows me that each candle that is formed in this time frame is formed in a month. The same rule applies if I go into a weekly time frame. It means that each candle that is formed here is formed in a week. So what do I do in a monthly time frame? I want to identify the pattern. What do? I draw my trend line. Now, I draw from the highest. I make sure the wicks are touching. The wicks is basically the shadow of the candle. I make sure the wicks are touching. So let me just put this here. Okay. So I can see the price was going up, down, up, it shot all the way down, then went up. What happened here? Price broke my trend line. Now, when price broke my trend line and closed above the recent high, price came back down to retest, then it shot up. This was a perfect entry for a buy for Euro JPY. An engulfing going short, going long, an engulfing going long at a level of support. Now, how do you know support and resistance? Let me go over this quickly. A support is always found at the bottom, simple, resistance at the peak. The list goes on. You can find a resistance even here. You can find a support even here. You can still find a support even here. It goes on and on and on and on. So price currently now is bullish in a month. I know it's an uptrend. What do? I go to a weekly time frame. Now in a weekly time frame, I'm still not done. I still need to know when to enter into my trade. If price is going up, you must look for buying options. You do not trade against the trend. Trading against the trend, as I said, is when you know price is going up, but you are selling. So if price is going up, you do as the market does, you buy. You need to find buying options. Now, how do you find buying options? What is a buy option? A buy signal or a buy confirmation is simply trying to get an engulfing going long, harami going long, a doji at a level of support. There are a lot of candles that signify buying. But the major and basic ones I stick to, is engulfing going longs and harami is going longs. That's for buying. I can identify this is a harami going long, a big red, small green at a level of support. Buy, candle went long. An engulfing going long, candle went long. Harami going long, candle went long. Here, a big red, small green, harami going long. This candle went up. So let's just say, if you bought at this level here, let me bring this down. Okay, sorry, I have to do it again. If I bought at this candle here, at the beginning of this third candle here, I would have been in profit because my signal was a big red, small green. And this was my entry, buying here. But do I buy here? The minute I see this candle formation formed, I quickly go to a smaller time frame, a day or a 4 hour, your choice. I go there and I find myself a buy entry. Now, if you should look at even in a day, the candle formation here before this, because the day hasn't ended yet, right? So this was an engulfing going long, which is a buy signal. So it also means that you can still buy again here, but then the candle has already started. So you had already missed out on an entry to buy. If you go to a 4 hour time frame, your buy signal would have been here. Harami going long. You would have bought on this candle and be enjoying this trade. The previous one we saw was here when we entered in a week. This was our weekly entry here. Let me remove this line so you can identify it in a 4 hour. This was our weekly buy entry here. In a 4 hour, if you had bought from our weekly, this would have been your entry here. You would have been in good profits and still had entered the second time here. I always say entry is everything, and it's very true. As a trader, if you are patient and very calculative, you wouldn't make too much losses when trading because you know exactly where your trades are going to. So let me give you an example. Let me clear this chart. Let me go to a 15 minutes chart just to explain things to you. Okay. Okay. This is a 15 minutes time frame. If you are in this time frame, price went up, down, up, down. This is a level of what now? Support. What do you do at levels of support? You buy. Your buy would have been here on this candle here. This newly formed candle here. This would have been your entry to buy. In a 15 minutes time frame, each candle formed here is formed in 15 minutes. So if your timer here times down and is now counting to 15, you click on buy, you are in profit here. Please note, I am not teaching when to take profits. I am teaching you entries. Also pay perfect attention when you are entering into trades. Do not enter into trades at areas that are closer to your levels of resistance. If it happens so, that means that your take profit is going to be very small. And if your take profit is very small, chances of you growing the account quicker is very small. And chances of the candle even going above it is very high because it can choose to reverse going the opposite way. Because at this part in time, this point here might or would have been a point where price always got rejected at. So mind you, that's why we tend to enter into trades in bigger time frames to give us enough room to play around and make profits. Entering into 15 minutes trade is simply scalping. You wouldn't want to be a scalper. That's a risky thing. So in 15 minutes time frame, this was your entry. I will be teaching about Elliott's wave, about where to take your profits when using Fibonacci's and other things. Now, wow, see what is happening now? The candle is just shooting up. It is likely this candle will shoot up all the way to this level here, to 130.462. So if you had entered here and put your take profit here, you would have made money. Why am I saying this? Because I'm looking at the wicks, the shadow. You see, it went there. So if you bought here, you would have made money. Just see, it went directly there, as I just said. So trading is not anything difficult. It's just you paying attention and being patient. Be very calculative. Once you are, you will stand a bigger chance of actually compounding your interest, compounding your profits, and making good returns. You see, the candle is going there. So entry is everything. This is an area of support here. Price came down, area of support. Which candle formation is here? Engulfing, going long. Where would have been your entry? The third candle here. It pushed up. You would have targeted here to be your TP. It would hit it. You are out. As simple as that. You see, now after this candle hits in here, it has left a wick. The same in the past. Anytime it gets to this area, it leaves wicks. But you don't care because the candle would have already touched here. You would have taken your money and you would have been out of this trade long time. So that's just about it. To enter into trades, you need to be very careful. You need to know the trend. Don't trade against the trend and always obey the trend. Let's say in a month, if in a month the candle formation there formed is green, bullish, it means this whole month of July or August, the candle, the pair Euro JPY is going to be bullish. If you go to a weekly time frame, it's bullish, meaning for this entire week is bullish. In a day, what's happening in a day? It looks bullish. Now, my question to you is, if a bigger time frame has given you a strong confirmation of an uptrend, which is a buy, do you then go to a smaller time frame, like 4 hours, and start selling? You don't, because it has been outlined for you that the bigger bosses are saying we are buying. So why then do you sell? You must trade with the trend and not against the trend. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to send another video shortly. Just hit the like button if you really enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can please write it down or just send it straight to us on our Telegram channel. Thank you very much and enjoy your evening.